Thank you very much.
For us in Finland, interest in trade and business in Africa is growing by the day. The trade levels still may not be nearly what we would like them to be, but we have really understood the importance of the African continent and this part of Africa that the COMESA covers, and the importance with a long-term vision to promote our trade and economic and business relations with Africa and with this region. We are actually, Finland in Zambia is going through a period of transition where we are moving from a relationship that is very much, has been for 45 years, very much focused on development cooperation, bilateral development cooperation. We are now moving on to a more diversified relation with a lot of focus on trade. We still continue with certain development cooperation instruments, and actually over the next few years we'll be supporting Zambia, the Zambian small and medium-sized enterprises sector with a big project, and there are other private sector instruments, and you know, it's not just Zambia but also other countries in Africa.
A new strategic plan launched by the Enhanced Integrated Framework seeks to deepen efforts to assist least developed countries benefit from trade. And as we all know, trade is the engine for economic transformation. The goals of the new plan are to improve the trade environment for least developing countries so that there is inclusive and sustainable growth, and to increase their exports and their access to international markets. Among the results, Finnish exports to African countries was 1.3 billion euros in 2017, and imports were 685 million euros. The share of North Africa, 6 countries of the exports, is more than half. That is 693 million euros. In this region, the biggest export countries are Egypt, Morocco, and Algeria. And of these 3 countries, the export to Egypt is the biggest at 354 million euros. And as we know, Egypt is a member of COMESA. Its export to sub-Saharan countries, the 53 countries, was at 609 million euros, and imports were 618 million euros. And I think, as the ambassador already mentioned, Finland is looking forward to do even more in terms of trading with Africa. And as COMESA, our role is to try and support our member countries as they develop new products, and of course support value chains, which you mentioned was a program that we are being assisted through the EU, which Finland is a member. And again, to also reconfirm that EU remains our major support in terms of program funding. So we will continue then to interact.